Miss Mayor, we're live.
Oh, we're ready. I didn't hear that. Sorry. Good evening and welcome to our regular City of Baldwin Park regular council meeting. Today is Wednesday, November the 19th. Oh my goodness, we're almost done with this year. And it is now 7:09 p.m. I want to welcome everybody here today. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here with us. On this special occasion, we have two great presentations. City Clerk can... Oh, the invocation. I always forget. Pastor Jackson, Pastor Flores. They're always hiding in the back. If you can stand, please stand.
Thank you, Mayor, Council, and for this privilege and opportunity to make a proclamation. Este Salmo 118 dice, alabar a Jehová porque Él es bueno, porque para siempre es su misericordia. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good, for steadfast love endures forever. Oremos. Gracias, Señor, porque tú eres Dios y tú eres bueno. We thank you, God, for this season of Thanksgiving, where we can pause and be reminded that you are good, Lord, and that you are God. Gracias, Señor, por el liderazgo de la ciudad, todas las personas para participar en este proceso de la ciudad. Continúa, Señor, para bendice, Señor. Abre, Señor, las ventanas, pone tu sabiduría en el nombre de Jesucristo. Amén.
Amen.
Father, we just thank you, Lord. This is a season that we call Thanksgiving, Lord. But every day is thankful, Lord God. Thank you for the rain, the air that we breathe. Thank you, Lord, for the city council. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for our police department, fire department, our schools, Lord God, our children, Lord God, our homes and our businesses, Lord God. Thank you for Baldwin Park, Lord God. And we're asking you, Lord God, to put your mighty hand upon them, Lord God, and giving the city council, police department wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in every situation that comes before them in how to handle it, Lord, to the betterment for the city. We ask these things in the name of the Lord Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Manny, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Sure. Please remove your hat. Please stand if you're able to. Put your right hand over your heart. Follow me. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. City Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes, absolutely, Mayor. Mayor Avila,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian. Here. Councilmember Ayala, Councilmember Estrada, Councilmember Lozano. Here. Thank you.
Thank you. City Attorney, do you have anything to report from closed session?
There were six cases listed on the closed session. We discussed the first five of them. We did not discuss at all the last item, and there's nothing further to report.
Thank you for that. And now for the announcements. The City Council are also members of the Board of Directors of Housing Authority and Finance Authority, which are concurrently convening with the City Council this evening. And each council member is paid an additional stipend of $30 for attending the Housing Authority meeting and $50 for attending the Finance Authority meeting.
Mayor, will you be closing the special meeting?
Yes. Can I have a motion for that, please? To close the special meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Thank you.
Roca? Okay. And now we are moving on to proclamations, commendations, and presentations. We're going to move the order. We're going to start off with the proclamation November 16th through the 22nd, 2025, Transgender, Gender Expansive, and Intersex Health Week, and that will be presented by Councilmember Estrada. Do I have it? Shirley has it? The proclamation? Thank you. Up here. Come up here, please.
So, Transgender and Gender Expansive and Intersex Health Week, November 16th through November 22nd, 2025. Whereas the city of Baldwin Park supports transgender, gender expansive, and intersex communities, and whereas the city of Baldwin Park proclaims and recognizes June as LGBTQ plus month and creates a welcoming space for all TGI residents and community members. Whereas the city of Baldwin Park is supportive of preserving civil rights and protecting TGI communities in our city and throughout the San Gabriel Valley. Whereas the city of Baldwin Park recognizes that standing with TGI communities at a local level is critical to maintaining a healthy, safe, and diverse community for the residents and community members of Baldwin Park. And whereas the city of Baldwin Park extends appreciation to local businesses providing accessibility features such as gender neutral restrooms, sensitivity training for staff, and providing a warm, welcoming environment for all TGI residents, ensuring they feel safe in our city. Whereas the city of Baldwin Park supports TGI communities and their equitable access to culturally competent healthcare, regardless of gender, sex, or immigration status, and without fear of health discrimination or individual prejudice, in order to reduce inequities in health outcomes. Now, therefore, Alejandra Avila, Mayor of the City of Baldwin Park, along with Mayor Pro Tem Daniel Damian, council members Jean M. Ayala, Emmanuel J. Estrada, Manuel Lozano, City Clerk Christopher Sines, and City Treasurer Joanna Valenzuela, who hereby proclaim November 16th through 22nd, 2025 as Transgender, Gender Expansive, and Intersex Health Week. City of Baldwin Park, and call upon all citizens and community members to recognize the importance of supporting and acknowledging all TGI families in Baldwin Park and throughout the San Gabriel Valley. Right. Just before I hand over the mic to Camilla, I just, I really want to shine a light on all the work that Camilla does in the SGV LGBT Center, and how important it is, right? Of course, I work at a separate agency, but I've spent the last over 3 years working with LGBT youth that are at risk of homelessness, and it's so important that we continue to advocate for everybody, regardless of who they are, where they come from, or how they identify, and making sure that all of us can benefit from being part of our communities, and that we have space, that we don't have to live in the shadows, that we have access to what we need. It is crucial, especially now when so many federal funds are being taken away from things such as HIV treatment, GI care. Important that we at the local level stand in solidarity with our neighbors, especially because we've seen beginning of the year, how detrimental it can be when we take away funds from communities that need it. So I want to acknowledge your work and thank you for what you do.
Good evening, council members of the City of Baldwin Park and esteemed colleagues. I stand here, a proud Baldwin Park born and raised resident. This is the city where I went on my first date in. This is the city where I found not only my first girlfriend many years ago, but my first boyfriend when I discovered my sexuality. This is the city that my younger sibling began his hormone journey, and where I, many years later, felt emboldened to start my hormone journey at the Kaiser here in Baldwin Park and continue to receive care as a trans person. And I'm a trans person living boldly, loudly, and I'm a proud president of the San Gabriel Valley LGBTQ Center and board, also policy director at California Latinas Reproductive Justice. I want to say that this is not done in silos. It's done through leadership development. So I am a product of Baldwin Park's many leadership development programs, from Boys State to all of the ASB programs, whether it's at Jones Junior High School, Central Elementary, or at Baldwin Park High School, where I graduated from in 2012. So I actually want to share the rest of the time with our Solis Policy Institute fellows. They're currently going through a program that teaches you how to advocate at local initiatives. And this program was led through their power and their partnership. And so they deserve this award.
Hi, good evening. Hi, council members, City of Baldwin Park. My name is California Estrada, and I'm a volunteer at the San Gabriel LGBTQ Plus Center. I'm also a member of Solis Policy Institute, and I don't identify as TGI, but I am part of the community in Baldwin Park, the San Gabriel Valley, and I find this being a really great step in the right direction. I think it's so important for us to speak up for everybody. We are all we are all deserving of fair treatment and access to resources that we deserve. And I think this is just amazing. I love the San Gabriel Valley. I love Baldwin Park. And you know, I was raised in Victorville. I live in Victorville, but my family was from Baldwin Park, born here. So in a way, I feel like my roots are in Baldwin Park. I know some of the area, but I'm fond of the community here, and I'm very proud to see that Baldwin Park is one of the cities that stands for what's right. So again, I thank you.
Good evening, council members. I'm Alexandra Close, she, her, here with the San Gabriel Valley LGBTQ Center and the Sleaze Policy Institute. I'd like to extend my appreciation for your collaboration in getting our proclamation passed in Baldwin Park. TGI people deserve to feel safe and welcomed in their communities, and every resident of the SGV and beyond deserves accurate, scientifically sound information about TGI healthcare. At a time when we're seeing an increase in hate and vitriol poisoning our political discourse, elevating messages of inclusivity, countering harmful narratives, and being the voice of reason become critical to protecting our most vulnerable communities. I thank you for standing with our community through these difficult times and for the opportunity to share our knowledge with the public and to celebrate life-saving, gender-affirming care and the providers who work to improve the lives of our residents. Thank you.
I just want to share something. I was verifying how old she was. I've known Camilla since she was 12 when she attended Jones Junior High School. At the time, it's when she was trying to find herself. Of course, I didn't know that. I mean, she was just a regular teenager running around causing trouble. No, just kidding. And I didn't know, and what I'm saying with that is we don't know the struggles that our children are going through because they're afraid to speak up. And I am so happy that you were comfortable enough to say, hey, look, this is who I am. And I am so happy to hear that Baldwin Park is accepting, because we should be, because they are loving, caring human beings that at one point needed to find themselves, and she did. And look at how happy she is and how much she has flourished from knowing her from being 12 years old. And now she's helping those that at one point probably felt the way she did. She didn't know how to speak out, how to say, hey, look, this is what's going on, help me. So it is so important as a community to open our arms to everybody and accept everybody for who they are, regardless of where they come from, whether it's from a different country, different decision, different ideas. We need to be accepting because we are all one. We're all loving, caring human beings, loved by Jesus. So it doesn't make a difference. If we open our arms and open our hearts, this is what we get. We get people working for other people to make their lives better. So thank you, Camilla, and thank you to everyone.
Have you beat? I've known Camilla since we were like less than 12. Like elementary. I can't remember the exact name. You take a picture. I'll send it to you.
I met her.
Just remind me. You want to hold it and then.
I don't think we
It is nice. Did you pack up already?
We could do the video. Okay, at this point, I'd like to bring up Jennifer Kwan. She has a presentation. Following the presentation, David, we would like to play the video. Thank you. Jennifer?
Thank you very much. My name is Jennifer Kwan. I'm with the League of California Cities. It is a pleasure to be here today to honor the city of Baldwin Park. Every year, the League of California Cities honors cities throughout the state for outstanding and innovative efforts that better serve and respond to the needs in their communities with awards that we call Helen Putnam Awards. Helen Putnam was the first female president of the League of California Cities in the mid-1970s. She was a teacher, a mayor in Petaluma, a supervisor in Sonoma County, and also a school teacher and a principal. She had a tremendous reputation for giving her all to each of her endeavors, and likewise appreciated and was thankful to other city officials who also did the same. In her honor and her memory, Cal Cities created the Helen Putnam Awards in 1982 to recognize these outstanding achievements by California cities. The award recognizes innovative and excellent city programs that make communities better places for their residents to live and work. Honorees have all made a contribution to their community with solutions that either improve the quality of life, more efficiently deliver services and programs, or provide a new service that responds to a community need. Awards are given in 12 different categories and were announced at our annual conference last month in Long Beach. City of Baldwin Park received the Helen Putnam Award for their homeless reduction initiative, featuring 2 tiny home facilities, Esperanza Villa and Serenity Homes. The city knew that continued homelessness threatened to strain emergency services, disrupt public spaces, and fracture families. And even more concerning was the potential for creating a cycle of generational homelessness, particularly affecting children whose education and development were at risk. Recognizing this dire situation, the city proposed a multifaceted solution that would serve the needs of the unhoused through 2 very complementary tiny home facilities. Esperanza Villa was designed to provide immediate, non-congregate shelter for adult individuals, while Serenity Homes was conceived as the region's first family-focused bridge housing project. After 3 to 4 years in operation, Esperanza Villa and Serenity Homes continue to successfully serve the community and stand as a model for a well-planned, community-driven solution to homelessness. Most significantly, the city has achieved a dramatic reduction in homelessness over 4 years, exceeding regional trends. I live in the San Gabriel Valley, and I have heard these examples repeated throughout the region as a model for other local governments in this area. Esperanza Villa maintains a high occupancy rate, and Serenity Homes successfully accommodates average family size of 3, providing crucial support for parents and their children. These facilities were realized through very strong community engagement and partnerships with key agencies and service providers. The success represents a coordinated multi-departmental approach, bringing together the entire council, the city staff, resulting, again, like I said before, a reduction in homelessness over the past several years. Congratulations to the mayor, city council, city staff, and all of the stakeholders for their commitment to recognizing a need in their community and finding a solution. So congratulations to the city of Baldwin Park.
The Cal Cities
Yes.
2025 Helen Putnam Award for Excellence recognizes the city of Baldwin Park's
If we could put the volume up, David,
housing
increase the
program
volume.
category, an innovative and transformative effort that shows how dignified, eco-friendly housing can spark new beginnings for individuals and families. This initiative started with a question: how can the city provide meaningful, lasting support for those experiencing homelessness? The answer came in the form of 2 unique communities, Esperanza Villa serving individuals and Serenity Homes, designed for families. These spaces offer far more than a roof with private units, pet-friendly policies, and comprehensive services. Residents receive tools to transition from crisis to stability. This stability is sustainably built. High-efficiency appliances, solar LED lighting, and drought-conscious landscaping make these developments leaders in creating sustainability. Initial skepticism turned into citywide support as leaders, residents, and advocates came together to create solutions through bilingual educational sessions and community input. The results speak for themselves. Homelessness in Baldwin Park has dropped by more than 80% in the last 5 years. 106 families have transitioned successfully into permanent housing. 25 individuals served annually at Esperanza Villa and 3 to 6 month family stabilization at Serenity Homes. They are real-world examples of how focusing on positive solutions can create lasting benefits. Baldwin Park's Homeless Reduction Initiative is more than its projects. It's a commitment to equity, sustainability, and the belief that everyone deserves a place to call home.
Yes. And at this point, Jennifer, would you like to come up and present this to the city council, please?
Can I have our Baldwin Park PD? We'll go into a little more details of those involved after we all get in this picture. Our homeless team, please come up here for a picture. Although all of Baldwin Park PD is involved, but we have 2 individuals that specifically focus in this area. Armando from Parks, Denise, who else? Maria up here. So we'll speak more about this, but it has taken a whole team, a whole city to make this possible for the city. But right now we're gonna take a picture.
Yeah, wait.
Anthony, Come on, Anthony.
You ready to?
And you're talking in the back. Hunting.
Good evening. It's an honor to be here on behalf of State Senator Susan Rubio. The senator asked me to be here because it's a very important award that the city's receiving. We've all seen the actions that the city council has taken. They were very courageous in making this happen because there was a lot of not in my backyard and people that didn't want this to happen. And the fact that they're helping so many in the community makes them more than deserving of this award. So I'm here this evening to congratulate the city of Baldwin Park, and I'm going to read the certificate. I normally don't, but I think this one's very special. So on behalf of the California State Senate, it is my honor to recognize the city of Baldwin Park on receiving the prestigious Helen Putnam Award for Excellence for Successful Homeless Initiatives. Your innovative homeless reduction initiative has helped transform lives by creating safe, dignified, and welcoming spaces for individuals and families. You have demonstrated what is possible when a city leads with heart, vision, and commitment to its community. So on behalf of State Senator Susan Rubio, I would like to congratulate you for having that vision and for caring about the community. And we hope that we could continue to work with you to create more homes and to help more. Thank you. Family picture. Is everybody? Smile big, like. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Then that's it.
One more.
Oh,
Yeah, one, and then just.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, City of Baldwin Park, council members and mayor. I have the great honor to come here on behalf of Assembly Member Rubio to present the certificate of recognition to the city for the Award of Excellence winner award that they're getting today. The Assembly member commends the city for their commitment to addressing and reducing homelessness within our communities. The Assembly member congratulates the city for receiving this well-deserved award and for being a regional leader in establishing standards to navigate the housing instability in our region. Very honored to be here, and on behalf of the Assembly, 48th Assembly District, I would like to present the certificate, and we look forward to attending these facilities events that are coming up, these festivities, and we look forward to being there. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
The guy that does the front. As we go back to our seats, I want to mention and talk about a little bit how this whole program, so Izo, please, Officer Izo, don't leave yet. So as you saw, we had a lot of people up here because before I start thanking all the funding, I need to make sure that I mention how this whole project started. As you know, the state of California and the whole country is dealing with a lot of homeless individuals. For different reasons, we see that people are homeless, some by choice, many not by choice, some by choice that because they didn't realize there was actually other options for them. And the city of Baldwin Park saw that, and we did get some pushback, as they mentioned, you know, because people said, not in my backyard, you're just inviting more homeless, you're inviting more crime. That was not the case. We knew that wasn't the case. We knew that we needed to do something to help these individuals that are like you and me, but just fell on their luck. I have Councilmember Estrada here to my left. He was a major role player in this, because the minute we started discussion, what can we do? He did a lot of footwork himself. He went and started visiting sites and visiting the boss houses, the little tiny homes, thinking, what can we bring? And he was bringing the ideas to us. You know, he's young and energetic, so he did all that. So he even got us more motivated and more excited. So thank you, Councilmember Estrada. I know we were getting a lot of pushback, but we said we're not stopping and we were going to continue. But then the vision was brought to the city and everybody came aboard. So the people that you saw up here, it was PD, Public Works, Parks and Recreation, city staff, financing, housing. Everybody came together. I'm going to start off with PD. Here in the city of Baldwin Park, we have 2 officers that specifically work with our homeless individuals. These are not just police officers, and I'll say 3 because we started off with Officer Wenner. And right now we have Officer Izzo. Raise your hand, Officer Izzo. And Officer Barrios. But if you see these 2 officers, I've seen them in action and I've seen the way they talk to the individuals. And I know they don't talk to them that way just because I'm there. That's just who they are. They have a big heart. They have reached out to individuals that are out on the streets that other people would think, oh, they're just drug addicts. They're there because they want to be. And yes, maybe they were right. They were drug addicts. But at that time, before they got approached by our special police officers, these individuals didn't realize that there was another way of life because they have been stuck for so long in that lifestyle for whatever the reason. Who are we to judge? That they didn't know there was other choices out there. So our officers go to these individuals, they approach them and talk to them and tell them, look, here in the city of Baldwin Park, we can offer you this. Are you interested? And we get people interested, do we not? We have gotten, and I say we because we are a city, we're a one team. We have gotten individuals off the street because of the outreach these police officers do. They go in the wash, they go out in the rain. If we call them and say, hey, look, there's somebody trying to camp in the middle of the sidewalk, they're there talking to them, giving them the outreach, not judging them, but talking to them like you would talk to me, like you would talk to you. Because again, we can't judge. We don't know what brought these individuals to the situation that they're in. And I always say, and I'll say it again and again, God forbid, one day that's you or I. Because we don't know that what could happen in our life that would devastate us, that would just lose who we are and not care about anything and end up where we're at, or lose our jobs or whatever. We don't know. So this is when our police department comes in, and that's why our city respects our police department. Not only do we have 2 individuals, but Chief tells me every single one of our officers is trained on how to deal with our homeless individual, and that is with respect, which is the way it should be. So thank you, Baldwin Park PD. Thank you, Officer Izzo. Thank you, Officer Barrios, for everything that you do out there. Can you please give them a hand? And of course, thank you, Chief, and all the police department, because it takes a team. And then you saw the video. You saw the tiny homes. It took a lot of volunteers. You saw the fences that were built. That was our Public Works Department. Anthony, where are you? So Public Works Department, they actually put those fences together. They put a deck together. They painted. They did a lot. So it's not just, oh, how are we going to do that? They were like, I'll do it, just like when you're in class. Oh, we can do that. Oh, we can do that too. So as I said before, it's a team. It's a team effort, and people with big hearts that care and are not going to judge. So they made sure that these facilities looked good, because we want to live in a nice, clean place. We want to make sure it's kept up. And to date, they keep up the facility. If something breaks, they go there, they make sure it gets fixed. So thank you, Public Works, for always being out there and looking out for our people that are no longer homeless. They have their home for now there and will eventually transition. So thank you for that. But how do we get people there? We have Armando Nava and Parks and Recreation, Maria Moreno. Armando does a lot of our intakes. Armando, raise your hand. So he gets the referrals, he gets the names from PD, he gets the names from everywhere. He does the intake. It's a very lengthy intake that he takes. Again, kind heart. He knows that he wants to help people. So it's a process. How long does the process take, Armando? So for every individual that gets referred to him, he sits there patiently talking to them. What are your needs? What can we do? And he finds a place, he finds a match. We put them, sometimes, I'm sure we have a waiting list still, right? We always have a waiting list because our facilities are full. And again, if it wasn't because Mondo's taking the intakes and making sure that they're being processed properly, that we are not missing anything, we wouldn't be able to have these places filled on a daily basis. So thank you, Armando. Thank you, Maria, Public Works, for doing that. Can we give them a hand, please? And then we have housing. Housing, from being already placed in a facility, they have to transition. So the idea is get them housed, get them the help that they need, provide the resources that they need, help them understand their finances, how it is they need to get to the next step to find housing. And then this is where housing comes in, where they have the vouchers, they have a list of places, because these individuals have to do their own work. It's not like we're holding their hand all the time, but we do have to at times. But they are giving instructions. This is what you do next. This is what you follow in order to get permanent housing. So then we have to go through the housing department, and they get their vouchers. They make sure they find a place for them to live. But before they do that, they make sure that these people are going to be able to sustain their home, that they're making enough money, that they have learned how to save, and what it takes to stay in a home for the long term. So thank you to the housing department for making sure that everything is being in place, because without the housing department, we can't do anything. So give them a hand, please. And then we have, well, really, it should have been first, right? Money lady, Miss Rose, because we get money, we get grants, we get sponsorships, we get money from everywhere. So Rose makes sure that everything is in place, that the finances are balancing out, that every organization that we need to pay out to, we have the money to pay it. So thank you, Rose, for keeping the money straight and making sure that we're always having money to make sure that we keep our facilities open. So give Rose another hand. But I'm going to name a long list of people or organizations that help keep this organization open and that has helped this program. And it's not in any particular order, so don't get hurt if I don't say your name first. So it started out with the San Gabriel Valley Regional Housing Trust, the San Gabriel Valley Council of Governments, Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority and County of Los Angeles, Mid-Valley Collaboration on Homelessness, State Department of Housing and Community Development, Senator Susan Rubio's office, Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio's office, former Congresswoman Grace Napolitano, Los Angeles County Pro Tem Chair and Supervisor Hilda Solis, Centers of Alcohol and Drug Abuse, La Cara, Boss Cubes, which are the tiny homes actually, SRK Architects, CityNet, which is the company that provides all the services. It's the staff that's actually there. Cities of Council Governments, Interim Housing Services, Southwest Carpenters. So we had also volunteers come in to put these houses together. It was a whole process. Habitat for Humanity, IKEA provided furniture, Union Station Homeless Services, Volunteers of America, Los Angeles, LA Voice, Church of the Redeemer, Southern California Edison, Kaiser Permanente, Valley County Water District, Baldwin Parks Women Club, and Waste Management. So as you see, it takes a whole team to help individuals. It takes a whole team to make sure these programs come together. And as I mentioned before, Senator Susan Rubio, she played an especially pivotal role in transforming and making sure that we were able to achieve our goals and provide these services. Over the past few years, she authored multiple housing bills and consistently advanced innovative solutions to make sure that our region was strong. She has been a devoted champion of the San Gabriel Valley Regional Housing Trust, which was authored SB 751, and later strengthening governance through SB 1212 to ensure our regional collaboration. So as I said, if it wasn't because of Senator Rubio providing this, it would have been a lot more difficult for us to do that. So that's why the Senate is here representing, and she provided an award for us when indeed we couldn't have done it without the senator. So please thank the senator for us. And then another person that actually stands out as well is Supervisor Solis. She has also been very, very supportive. She has contributed 1.2 million over the past 2 years. We recently just received a check for $920,000 because we were, oh my goodness, how are we going to keep this open? But it's just exciting how Hilda Solis stepped up to the plate again and said, hey, we got you this time. So we have to keep the communication going with all of our departments, all our stakeholders, which is Assembly, Senate, and everybody that's involved in order to keep these tiny homes going. We have the staff, we have the heart, we just need the funding. So whoever's listening and is willing to give more funding, we're raising our hand to send it this way. So again, I want to thank everybody that has put in their part to make sure that we are providing services for those that need the services. It just feels really good to know and to see how many people have transitioned from being on the streets to now having a permanent place to live. And I just ran into one of the ladies that was there at Tiny Homes. Then she's been living in El Monte for 2 years now, I think. I just ran into her here at the park and she's so excited. She's doing really well. She has 3 children. And she said she could never have done it with the program. And we couldn't have done it without all of you, with all of the resources that were given to us. So thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart. I hope we continue to work together because these services are needed here in our city. I just wish more cities would do the same and realize that, you know, these individuals need our help. And if we could do it, why not? We will help those that want the help. And of course, if they don't want it, we will understand and we'll respect that. But for the most part, we have learned that the majority do want the home because you saw 80% reduction in the last 5 years. That is amazing and it's unheard of. And that's why Baldwin Park is standing out there, standing out, and people are noticing us. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for the recognition. Greatly appreciate it. Manny, did you want to add something?
Sure, I'd like to say a few words. This is a significant milestone for the city of Baldwin Park. Some of the awards that are on this table, we thought we would take out of the display case and share with the community. The one far right, my far left, is a SCAG award. We were selected as one of the SCAG awards recipients, but out of all of the winners, they select one best of the best. And Baldwin Park was selected for that top award. So that's all of Southern California, from Bakersfield going all the way down to San Diego. So that speaks volumes. Staff's work, the leadership up here at the dais, and there's so many people to thank. We also have several awards from California Parks and Recreation Society. District 13 represents all San Gabriel Valley. So many moving pieces, as was said earlier. Over the last 5 years, City of Baldwin Park has decreased homelessness in the city by 80%, outpacing most any other agency in the area. Also, once again, like to thank our state senator. She actually created the legislation to create the Regional Housing Trust, which Councilmember Estrada, as a board member, Councilmember Estrada and I attended a function where State Senator was recognized for her outstanding leadership, and that was a treat to see her recognized. In addition, Supervisor Solis has stepped up the last few years because, as our mayor mentioned, there's many moving pieces, many facets, construction. Then you need to pay the bills monthly, every year. And our supervisor has stepped up and contributed over $1.2 million over the last 2 years to help keep those facilities operating. And it takes a village to administer this program. I'd like to also thank the city council. Without their leadership and coordinating all the public engagement meetings, this project would not happen. And there's so many people to thank. Some of our heroes we have is administration, legal, risk management, housing, human resources, planning, building, code enforcement, and last but not least, Armando. We have Denise back there. She handles all of the bills. I know for a fact we drive her nuts probably because there's so many funding sources and we have to match all of the puzzles to make sure we cross our T's and dot our I's. Alberto is another key addition to the team. Maria and everyone else. Okina has been great with the funding. So just once again, like to thank the city council. Without their support, leadership, direction, we would not be where we are at today. And we are truly an award-winning city and a model city across the United States and especially in the San Gabriel Valley. So I'll turn it back over to our mayor.
Councilmember Estrada?
Sorry, Mayor, you caught me off guard. I just, I echo the sentiments, and I'm very happy that the mayor made sure that we recognize everybody, because it takes a village. It takes a lot of people to make this happen. And it's Baldwin Park is well deserving of the recognition that we've received because we've done the work, right? And it's been, I think this is like some of the first projects we took on when I came into office, and we just hit the ground running. I remember we worked on Esperanza, and I think Esperanza had just been built, right? We housed people right before Thanksgiving, and that was a big deal, right? People didn't have to worry about their safety. They didn't have to worry about where they were going to sleep. They didn't have to sleep in a cold car. They didn't have to risk hypothermia. They got to sleep in a warm bed with a lock, with safety, with the ability to shower, with the ability to eat. I don't have to worry about that on Thanksgiving Day. And that was very, very big. And then, of course, just a couple months later, we lock in the property for Serenity. And, I remember Serenity was supposed to be an area for safe parking. And when we toured the property, we knew that there was no way that was going to be a parking site because there was so much more potential. And it just, it's a very special moment for me to know that Baldwin Park has taken the lead, and we've made sure that Baldwin Park gets the recognition that it deserves, and that we also get the belong in the space because we've earned that right. We've earned the right to take the lead, and we've shown other cities and other counties in the state that there is an answer, that there is a way to take care of everybody, right? And that these notions and these narratives about people that are at their lowest at their lowest moments aren't always truthful. That people, we live in a country where 2/3 of bankruptcies are due to health bills. We know that not everybody on the street is there by choice, or that they're there because they've chosen to be. It's a spectrum. It's not it's not a blanket statement for why people are ending up in homelessness, but also the idea that, it's not always about cutting big red ribbons. It's also about cutting red tape. And we did that. We cut the red tape to make sure that we can build these non-congregate shelters, not just once, but twice, making sure that we're meeting the needs of vulnerable in our community. And they were actually members of our community. If I, every time I took a step into the homes, I can always recognize somebody, or somebody could recognize me because they were members of our community. And they're not the most popular conversations to have, but they're truthful conversations and they're hard conversations. That's why we're up here. That's what we've signed up to do, just to have those difficult conversations with our residents and take on difficult decisions. And, and as you mentioned, Mayor, we get a lot of pushback. We get a lot of comments or negative comments sometimes about these projects. But at the end of the day, I think we and those very same residents that we're helping get to go home and sleep comfortably at night because we know that we've done what we have to do for the most vulnerable in our community. So I just want to again thank everybody that's involved, because this is a big project and it's helped over 100 families, and hopefully we can continue to help many, many more, because poverty is not a one and done. Economic struggles are not a one and done. Every generation is going to have people that are going to go through it. And we want to make sure that we are setting a minimum standard of living for our communities with the economic safety nets. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Damian?
Mayor, I'll make mine short. I just want to say that obviously without our wonderful staff, none of this would be able to be accomplished. The hard work and dedication that you guys put into this is something that we notice, and it's because of your hard work that this is possible. So again, thank you to our, our 2 police officers that are in charge of our homeless, or our homeless liaison team out there, Izzo and Barrios, and obviously our chief, for listening to our vision and sometimes having to push him on certain things, but he gets things done. And obviously every single department, because without you guys, none of this would have been possible. And that's all I just want to say. I want to say that I'm very proud of the 80% reduction that we had over the last 5 years. And that's because we did take a bold move to make sure that we found a solution to this problem. We knew that sweeping it under the rug was not going to, solve the problem. So we took action, and this is the result of it. So once again, thank you to our wonderful staff for making this happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Lozano?
Thank all the staff members. Basically, that said some of the things I would have shared as well. So thank you.
Councilmember Ayala?
Thank you, Mayor. I too just want to echo the sentiments of my colleagues, and I just want to personally thank staff for all of your hard work every day, especially regarding our homeless population. I appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you for doing that.
And this award is for all of us because we all work together and we will continue to work together. And for our community members that have also been here through it and helping us out, because we did have some people come and speak a positive about the programs that we're having. I thank you, and I hope we continue to work together and continue to help these that need the help the most. Thank you, everyone, for the recognition, and thank you, everybody, for the work. All right, that was exciting. To me, this is super exciting. But now we have to move on to regular business. Thank you, yes. Okay, now we are going to public communications. City Clerk, do we have anybody?
Yes, Mayor. We have 2 speaker cards, so we'll begin with the first, Irma Morales with the LA County Library.
Good evening, Mayor Avila, City Council members, city staff, and community members. I wanted to tell you a little bit about some of the upcoming programs that we continue to have at Baldwin Park Library. First, we do have virtual programs that continue on this month, and the next one is Saturday, November 22nd at 11 a.m. It's a new parent engagement, learn about library programs and services. So that is Saturday, November 22nd at 11 a.m. for new parents. On Tuesday, November 25th at 11 a.m.,
We have a Microsoft Excel for intermediate users. Any of the virtual programs you can sign up for on lacountylibrary.org /VP for virtual programs. So those are ongoing. They also do virtual programs in Spanish too, so that information can be found on the website. As I mentioned earlier in the month, it is Native American Heritage Month, and so there's resources on the library's website for that. Also veterans resources, and there are links to locate food pantries and resources for rain situation too on the library's website. Upcoming children's program, we have this Tuesday, November 25th from 1 to 2. They're doing do-it-yourself mini autumn pillows. So it's an upcycle clothing program for kids. We also have an upcoming book club, and that will be on Tuesday, December the 16th from 6 to 7. They're reading the book Love and Saffron by Kim Fay. Those books can be found at the library. Also, that we may have ebooks available. Thank you again for your time and appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next, we call Elena Robles with the Office of State Senator Susan Rubio.
Good evening again, Mayor, and members of the City Council. This evening, besides coming to congratulate you for all your hard work, I wanted to come announce publicly Senator Susan Rubio's turkey distribution that's coming up this Sunday. It's a drive-through event, Sunday, November 23rd from 9 a.m. to noon, and it's taking place at the Fairplex, Yellow Lot, Gate 17. Again, it's on Sunday, 9 to noon, 2 families per car. We're going to be handing out as many turkeys as we're able to. There are limited quantities, but we invite the Baldwin Park community and all the neighboring communities also to come and join us to receive. I know that at this time, there's a lot of food insecurity, so we want to make sure that everybody has the food at least for Thanksgiving. So Senator Susan Rubio, you should already have an email with this information, but she wanted me to publicly come announce it so everybody could have this information. And I will be leaving some flyers in the back. But thank you for your attention. And good evening.
Thank you, Lena.
Mayor, that concludes all speaker cards received.
Thank you. Do we have anyone in the public that would like to come up and speak?
Buenas noches, aquí estamos de nuevo. Bueno, oí los comentarios de los hombres, está bien que hablaran de eso, pero da mucho crédito a la gente que yo no he visto que andan hablando con los hombres. Le voy a dar créditos a Ríos, a mí que reportamos todo para allá y para acá, y creo que la ciudad está compuesta por todos nosotros, ¿verdad? Si no reportamos, la ciudad no estaría como está. Está bien la ciudad, pero hay que continuar limpiando, ¿verdad? Necesitamos echarle más ganas. Por ejemplo, ahorita enfrente de mi taller tenemos montones de basura por 4 meses ahí apilada. Nadie la recoge. La reporté, fue Carlos, pero ahí está la basura todavía. Volvieron a tirar más basura, más montones se hizo. Necesitamos también que la policía vaya ahí de vez en cuando, porque yo no veo a la policía que dé vueltas en el día ni en la noche. A un vecino mío le robaron una troca hace 2 semanas y pues se la robaron y ya fue todo. Y de los jóvenes yo no tengo nada contra ellos, simplemente que a mí me ha pasado muchas veces de que me tiran la basura fuera del taller, tengo que levantarla a diario. Yo no sé si hace años expliqué que a mí mi taller me lo robaron mucho los homeless y pagaba mucho dinero por los carros que me destruían. Y finalmente se compuso eso, pero estamos tratando de reportarlo seguido, pero si no lo hacemos, vamos a volver a caer otra vez. Pues hay que continuar cooperando todos juntos, poner más policías que vaya a vigilar alrededor, que yo no veo a los policías ya una vez.
Clean up and all that. And this is an ongoing effort. I've seen trash accumulated for about 4 months there. No one came and picked it up. And as soon as we picked it up, then there was more trash again, I clean it, but as soon as I clean it, they keep throwing trash in the area. And so we need more police patrolling these areas. You know, there's a neighbor of mine had his truck stolen, and I don't have anything against the homeless, but they participate also in negative activities. They throw trash around. I was the victim of theft some time ago, and I reported this. And we need the police officer present more often to do the patrolling. Thank you.
Thank you. If we can have code and Public Works drive by that area, please. Thank you.
Can I have 5 minutes? The last meeting I was here, and the two gentlemen, they got up. The way they talk and everything, it was totally out of hand. I don't know where they come from. I really don't care. But they disrespect the city. Starting with the clerk, that Oriental gentleman. I grew up with Orientals and Hispanic and Black, Chinese and everything. I grew up with them. And one of the things we were always taught, respect. That gentleman, the Oriental one, he was out of hand. Since we start having the Pledge of Allegiance, he didn't get up. Right there, I knew he was going to be trouble. You know, they don't have no respect. What are they doing right here in the United States? The other gentleman, it seems like every other word was with F this and this. During the clerk, it was totally out again. I know that your First Amendment gives you the right. Yes, it does. But show a little more respect. If you're going to complain about something, show some respect. Now, other than that, that's why I said 5 minutes. One of the things that I know the homeless, especially right now that we haven't finished the Walnut Creek fence and stuff like that, we've been getting more homeless through there, through our neighborhood. We need to finish that fence as soon as possible. I know it takes time, but that project's been in the works for what, 5, 10 years, something like that. When you have a project, always plan ahead of time. You're going to knock something down, be ready to put something back up. You know, I get a lot of homeless through my house and everything. I give them oranges. If I'm cooking outside, I'll give them a hot dog or whatever I have. You know, like the mayor said, we don't know if we're going to be in that situation in the near future, we have to respect not only the homeless, but let's respect our city too. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to come up and speak? Being that there is no more interest, I will now close public communications. And now we will move on to our agenda. Anyone looking to approve items 1 through 11 or to
Mayor,
pull one of the items? Yes, sir.
I believe staff wanted to pull 10 and 11. Look to the clerk.
I was going to pull those, so yeah.
We're gonna pull them?
Mayor, can we pull item number 8?
So are we pulling 10 and 11 for another meeting?
No, I think just to discuss it.
Okay, so Estrada, number 8, correct? And who's doing 10 and 11? Who's pulling it? You?
I was going to pull.
Okay, perfect. Okay, So do I have a motion to approve items
Through
one?
7 and 9. Items 1 through 7 and number 9.
Yes, 1 through 7.
Mayor, go ahead, motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
We have a motion to adopt items number 1 through 7 and number 9, moved by Councilmember Lozano, second by Councilmember Ayala. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian.
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. And now we are number 8. Mr. Estrada, that is yours.
Thank you, Mayor. I primarily primarily pulled item number 8 just because I wanted to make sure that I highlighted Daniel. I know when Daniel first came on board, I think the time frame for this application was already at least halfway done, or if not almost close to being done. So I know Daniel jumped on it as when he came on and he secured the grant for us. So we're getting $40,000 for some trash receptacles along the bus stops. So I just wanted to highlight that, and of course thank Daniel. That was I know that it was a time crunch. So just wanted to publicly thank Daniel and the team for getting this done. And then just maybe if Daniel, if you know what the rollout time would be or time frame.
Yes, thank you, Councilmember Estrada. Yeah, we're gonna work on this soon. As soon as we execute this contract, assuming it gets approved tonight, we'll begin ordering the trash cans and getting somebody to construct them. I think there's a little bit of a lead time, so in the next few months, I think 3 to 4 months is a time frame.
Thank you, Daniel.
That was it. I just wanted to make sure we acknowledged Daniel.
Thank you. Do you want to make a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve item number 8.
Second?
We have a motion to adopt item number 8, moved by Councilmember Estrada, second by Mayor Avila. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 10.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Public Works has prepared a presentation. If David could bring it up, Anthony Vasquez, our Public Works Operations Manager, will be presenting this item.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. My name is Anthony Vasquez. I'm the Public Works Operations Manager for the City Yard for Public Works. Today, I'm before you. I'm going to be presenting the traffic signal maintenance and services agreement with Unix, our current vendor and current contractor for the maintenance of traffic signals. Next slide, please. A little background about our system. We have a total of 61 signalized intersections throughout the city that the city maintains. The year of construction of some of these systems range from 1975 to 2024. Newest addition is the soon-to-be completed signal at Pacific and Bogart. In addition to that, there's an additional 6 signalized intersections maintained by Caltrans near the adjacent freeways, and 9 signalized intersections maintained by LA County that are shared with City of Irwindale. Next slide. I wanted to highlight some of the recent traffic signal maintenance project upgrades that were completed in the last 5 years. Number 1 was the phase 1 of the battery backup system, installation of 28 signalized intersections, and also phase 1 of the replacement of overhead street name signs that were either illuminated or retroreflective. Some of the look ahead maintenance projects that we plan on focusing on will be the phase 2 of the battery backup systems to the 24 remaining locations without any backup systems. The next would be completing the replacement of the remaining overhead street name signs, such as streets like Baldwin Park Boulevard, Merced Avenue, Puente Avenue. And lastly, improving traffic flow through synchronization in the downtown area. We all know how Ramona can be during peak hours. and also Main Avenue. It seems like from Clark to City Hall. It's a tough drive for residents and employees and everyone alike. Next slide. The procurement of this agreement, we utilize the Baldwin Park Municipal Code, section 34.23, section C2. It's a cooperative purchase that allows the city or municipal agencies to piggyback on contracts and bids for services and supplies issued by a wide range of other governmental agencies. Cooperative purchasing agreements can be or may be entered into with state, local governments, and nonprofit entities. The city of Glendale issued a formal request for proposal on June 22nd, 2023 for the traffic signal maintenance and awarded an agreement to Unix LLC on January 31st, 2024. Staff negotiated an agreement with Unix to provide traffic signal maintenance to the city of Baldwin Park based on the Glendale's contract. Next slide. This slide shows an average of the last 3 fiscal years of what it's cost the city of Baldwin Park on maintenance repair costs. And these maintenance repair costs are separate from the monthly inspection costs that we pay every month. And they include the replacement of pedestrian push buttons when a red, green, or amber LED ball goes out. Pedestrian push button assemblies, when a vehicle signal gets hit or the framework gets damaged. Those are the costs associated with the different type of items that we consider minor repairs. And based on the average in the last 3 fiscal years, we spent $70,886.63. The next area onto the right, which is under proposed, that's how we got the average of $72,000 in the maintenance repair costs, and how we came up with a total expected annual cost of $184,000 for the year. Originally, we proposed $200,000, but once we got the averages and did some math, we're closer to $184,000 per year. The proposed funding will allow Unix to increase inspections to all 61 signalized intersections from bi-monthly to monthly. Currently, they're inspecting half the intersections every month. So each intersection gets seen every 2 months. With this proposed funding, we will be able to have these inspected every month. This will also allow for immediate necessary repairs and reduce, and then emergency repair costs will only be used if needed, and that's the $30,000. And that comes when a traffic signal pole gets hit, traffic collision, you name it, vandalism. Of course, if there's insurance involved, we will utilize the subrogation process to kind of seek reimbursement from the appropriate party. Next slide. Fiscal impact. This agreement does not impact the general fund. The cost of these services will be funded using gas tax and SB1. Additional appropriation to cover the one-time project costs for extraordinary work in the amount of $64,518.59 will come from SB1's fund. The term of this agreement is approximately 3 years and 7 months, ending on June 30th, 2029. Rates will remain unchanged for the duration of the term unless parties mutually agree to a CPI adjustment not to exceed 3%. Next slide. This slide shows kind of the breakdown of that one-time costs for a total of $64,518.59. These include around approximately, I believe, 30 traffic loops, 6 controllers, and 1 cabinet lock that was vandalized and needs to be replaced. Next slide. Some of the benefits of piggybacking off Glendale's contract is that we could take advantage of unit pricing negotiated back in late 2023. The one-time repair costs quoted based on previous contract rates, saving the city thousands of dollars. Consistent monthly inspections, like mentioned earlier, increasing inspections from every 2 months to monthly. Additional funding will allow for immediate minor repairs that will be completed during monthly inspection, reducing the need for expensive callouts. And finally, allowing the city staff additional time to focus on pavement marking, signage, better response time to citizens' requests, and other projects. Next slide. So this slide shows on the left how many cities have piggybacked off Glendale's contract in within LA County. To the right shows the over 61 cities, contract cities in just LA County alone that currently contract with Unix. That does not include other cities from Orange County, San Bernardino County, San Diego County, and northern parts of California. So it just shows how valued Unix services are throughout the state of California. They are the premier contractor for traffic signal maintenance. Next slide. Recommendations. Staff recommends approving and rewarding the maintenance contract to Unix through piggybacking from the city of Glendale's recent contract in the annual amount. And this is where we change it from 200,000 to a more accurate number. And I believe that was roughly $185,000. In addition, approving an additional $64,581.59 for a one-time much needed non-routine repair and system upgrades to the traffic signal system. And authorizing our city administration to finalize and execute the contract, and a director of finance to make necessary appropriations and budget adjustments. Lastly, like I prepared like a closing statement to show why I believe Unix is valuable to the city of Baldwin Park. This includes a properly budgeting for traffic signal maintenance is not just a technical requirement, but a critical investment in public safety, mobility, and fiscal responsibility. A proactive maintenance approach ensures that we protect our residents, reduce congestion, extend the life of infrastructure, and avoid costly emergency repairs. Equally important is selecting the right vendor. One with the expertise, reliability, and capacity to support the city's needs. The right vendor, or not just the right vendor, but a partner that we can depend on, not only maintains our systems, but helps us prevent failures before they occur. We strongly believe that Unix is the right partner for the city of Baldwin Park. As we move forward, investing in proper maintenance and choosing the right partner will allow us to deliver safer streets, smoother travel, and a stronger and more sustainable city. And I would like to thank City Council for the time and consideration of our proposal. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, Mayor, I got a couple. Thank you, Anthony, for the presentation. That's the amount that you had up there was a typo, right? It's the 64,518.59, not 581.59. The additional amount?
Yeah, the additional one-time fee, it does include a 10% contingency. So that's how we got to the 64,000. The exact repair is $58,653.26. But we added 10% contingency for a total of $64,518.59.
Got it. Okay. So then the total amount is going to be the 264,000 with the contingency. Or is that with the additional amount that you're asking for? That's your 10% contingency, correct?
So if I may, so the first year it would include that one-time $65,000, but in moving forward, it's $200,000 per year.
Got it. Okay, not including the 64,000. So it's just 200,000 flat.
Correct.
So this is the proration amount.
No, it's just an additional extra amount because we have some traffic signal components that are failing that we're gonna repair immediately. And that's those 64,000 and some change that will be a one-time only. But moving forward, it's $200,000 per year. And that includes about a $16,000 per year contingency from the $184,000 number that Anthony mentioned.
So those were gonna be repairs that you were gonna make anyways? For those 64,000? For the first initial 64,000 that you're saying, the 200,000 is gonna be annually moving forward.
Correct.
But the initial 64,000, is what you're saying gonna be for initial repairs that need to be made on some of these
Yes.
lights?
Correct. Yeah, the 64,000 is the repairs that need to be made outside of the 184.
Correct.
Yeah, moving
Or
forward.
there were repairs that we were gonna make anyways?
Correct.
Okay, and then ask you, who's our current contractor now?
Units.
So Unix is the one?
Correct.
And they're doing bi-monthly?
Bi-monthly inspections.
But because we're piggybacking off of Glendale's contract, we were able to get them monthly?
No, so by not only that, but by increasing the funding, because funding was an issue. We only had budgeted enough to do bi-monthly inspections. So in a sense, we had a total of 60 intersections. They would come every month and only do 30 at a time. So these signals will only be seen every 2 months. And by adding the additional funding that we requested, we're asking City Council to help us approve so that they can be seen, all 61 locations can be seen monthly.
Got it, okay. And what were we paying annually before?
I believe annual before it was like around 115.
Okay, so that's the reason why we increased it so that we're able to get a better
Correct.
their contract, okay?
And this allowed us to be more proactive instead of reactive. Because what we used to do before is we would do the monthly inspections, do some as needed, but then we would hold off on a lot of these repairs because towards the end of the fiscal, we would do come back to City Council and ask for an additional 38,000, 40,000, just to be, I guess, mindful of the budget. But what ended up happening is that all these repairs kept backlogging, and then we would never catch up, allowing us to request an additional 64,000. We would complete all outstanding repairs that we know that we're aware of, and then moving forward, be proactive. The total 200,000 or the actual 184, there's $72,000 allowed that allows for immediate repairs, so
Got it.
we don't have to come back.
Perfect. Okay, no, thank you for that. And then just educate me on this real quick. What is type E loops? What is that?
There's many types of inductive loops that are in the ground. So as you approach an intersection, you'll see these like circles, squares, you name it, that kind of triggers the controller to sense that there's a vehicle there.
So it can turn the light.
Correct.
Okay,
And then
got it.
begins like a countdown where then would trigger, say, from 15 seconds that, then it knows that there's a vehicle there. It's calling for a green light to phase out to the next phase of the signal.
Perfect.
Yeah, and if I may, it detects vehicles. And then I think earlier, Mayor Pro Tem Damian, you asked about the funding sources. Previously, we've used mostly gas tax, but now we're using SB1 funds, and we have a very healthy fund balance in SB1 funds of about $2.8 million. So like Anthony mentioned, it's not impacting our general fund.
No, thank you. And thank you for being proactive on this because I do see that there's a lot of need in repairs on some of the signal lights.
Yeah.
So by you guys, getting a better contract and, piggybacking off of this. So thank you guys very much. That's all the questions that I had, Mayor.
I have one question. Does this include the lights right there on Baldwin Park Boulevard by the Target? Or is it all the lights in the city?
All the lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that needs, sometimes one light will turn green, and you know how right there, right off the exit of the Target, the freeway exit? So one light turns green, but yet the other one is red, so you're still kind of backed up.
So if you're talking about
Synchronized.
Baldwin Park Boulevard and Tracy, that's
Yes.
under Caltrans
Oh,
responsibility.
that's Caltrans.
That's Caltrans.
Interesting, because they're never synchronized.
Yeah, so yeah, and we could actually Caltrans sometimes may seem like unresponsive, but with regards to their traffic signal group, they're pretty responsive. They help us change out some of the signage on overhead signs,
Okay.
and we'll follow up with that. So you just make sure that's more synchronized, and that's the purpose of this contract and additional funding is because we want traffic to flow
Right.
through all the major streets throughout the city of Baldwin Park.
Okay.
And yeah, I know it's a definite need.
Mhm. Okay,
And-
thank
And
you.
if I may add, so this is not only for traffic signals, it's also for just regular street lights that turn on at night as well.
And I just want to add, and I said it last time, that when you drive into Baldwin Park, the streetlights are so much brighter and prettier than the West Covina lights. I usually don't go towards El Monte, but I know that you can see the difference. They're so much brighter and beautiful. So thank you for that.
Mayor, if I may, for the record, earlier this, before the meeting started, Public Works Director Padilla distributed Exhibit B, the fee schedule for this item. It has been distributed to every member on the council. It's available for review by the public here with the city clerk.
Thank you. Thank you, Anthony.
You're welcome.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Good motion.
I'll second.
Roll call?
We have a motion to adopt item number 10, motion by Councilmember Lozano, second by Mayor Pro Tem Damian.
No.
No,
by
Ayala.
Councilmember Ayala.
Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Now moving on to item number 11, selection and approval of the Hometown Hero military banners recognition, and that's Manny.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'll go ahead and give a brief presentation in regards to item number 11. As Councilmember Estrada mentioned last city council meeting, we went ahead and finalized the design for the Hometown Heroes Military Banner program. And David, if you could bring up the presentation, please. Number 11 for the Hometown Heroes Military Banner program. And while David is bringing it up, David Mortensen, will you bring up the presentation, please? Or Charles?
We're working on it.
Thank you, sir. Okay, as the presentation is working its way up, we do have 3 similar designs, but very different, and we will see them in a moment. And we are hoping to receive direction from City Council this evening on option A, B, or C. Once you see the design, City Council members have the actual colored copy version in front of them. So the presentation should be up in a second. And here it comes. All right, next slide, please. Okay, so these are, this is the final version of it, which I think which is fine. So if council members have a preference in terms of option A, B, or C, you could provide direction, approval, and or suggestions on how we can modify them to meet the needs of the community.
Mayor. Thank you. I'm very partial to number or letter C. And if you need my justification, I'll go ahead. But I feel the letters are clear. Walking this community as much as I do, I know that it's sometimes the lettering might get blended in. So that's why I don't really like B. And I feel that A is a little bit too plain with the flag. So I'm very partial to letter C.
I agree. I like the waving flag. And it is very clear. The name stands out. The other ones, they're nice too, don't get me wrong, but the lettering stands out, and I like the fact that the flag is waving as it would be if we have a flag out on the pole. Anyone else?
I just think the background may be a little bit too dark. I don't know if we want to keep with the city theme. I know we're going to address those banners later. But if David or who's can they change it back to the front of the page?
First page?
Yes, that. You see how the blue outlines there, and it may be a little bit darker blue, how it's got like that shadow.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know if you guys are able to kind of do that so that it kind of aligns with what we're going to have for the city banners.
We definitely can go a little bit lighter. Don't want to get away from the original colors of the American flag. So we could go
I see
ahead
what you're saying.
and verify those Pantone colors. And we could definitely make it a little bit lighter if those are city council's wishes.
And my only
I'm okay
concern
with
in
it.
terms of going a little lighter,
With it.
my concern with going just a little lighter is that the white might get like lost in it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because it's out in the sun.
Yeah.
I like the dark.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, whatever you guys okay with, we just gotta get them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with whatever. you
Like
guys want.
C.
Yeah,
Me too.
I would ask, the only thing about the dark thing is that they're supposed to be decorative, and with the dark, they're not gonna stand out. So that's the only thing I would point out. This is I think this is the exact same design that we have now, just a bluer background. And then just for the font, depending on what we do with the downtown banners, I think it would be good to have a uniform font so that we just have some sort of uniformity going throughout the city.
So if I can ask a question, when we put these military banners up, are we gonna have both the city banners and these banners, or are they gonna be on at different times?
These banners will be independently on Baldwin Park Boulevard. So these will not be associated with any other banners.
Got it. So these,
Be on Baldwin Park.
oh, so these are only gonna be on Baldwin Park Boulevard, not Ramona?
Only Baldwin Park Boulevard. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, then if that's the case, then yeah.
So we will try to lighten up the blue slightly. Just want to confirm that you are comfortable with the font for number C.
I mean, to be honest with you, if the council is okay with these colors, I'm okay to move forward. I don't want to delay these anymore because I know that there's been a huge delay on these, and I would like to get these up sooner than later. So whatever the majority of the council is good with, I'm good with.
So if I'm hearing a consensus, maybe to lighten up the blue a little bit and put a rush order on the banners.
Yes, but I don't know if anybody else wanted to lighten them up, but if you are going to go that route, you may want to make sure, check, because Councilmember Ayala did have a good point where if we lighten that up, the white may not pop out as much, and we want the names to pop out. So it may be good, I didn't even realize that it goes with the theme of the color of the flag, but I think that color may be good so that it does pop the name out.
And they're on a different street. than
Yeah,
the city
and they're
banners.
not gonna interfere with the city banners, so I'm okay with that.
Very good.
Do you like the waving flag? I like the waving flag.
I'm fine with C.
Anyone else? Comments?
You're good?
Rhoda? Okay. Wants to make a motion
I make
for
a motion to accept sample C for our hometown heroes military banner.
second, and if I could ask that as requests are coming in, if we can update our heroes that are requesting to see where we're at with that, please.
Can I ask a question regarding that? Is Public Works still handling the list, or who's handling the list of those?
It will be Vicky in Public Works
Okay.
that will handle the list. They will install, and RCS will go ahead and coordinate the ordering of the banners.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We have a motion to adopt item number 11, option C, moved by Councilmember Ayala, second by Mayor Avila. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Okay.
Wow.
Here we go. And we're gonna do this one. Okay. Now we are moving to item number 12, public hearing. Conduct a public hearing and adopt amendment number 1, substantial to the fiscal 25-26 year annual action plan. It is recommended the city council either conduct a public hearing to adopt the amendment, no one substantial to 25-26 actual annual plan, or number 3, authorize the director of finance to make the appropriations and necessary budget adjustments. Who is presenting this public
We
hearing?
have Ryan.
There you are.
Hello, good evening, Madam Mayor and members of the City Council. Today's public hearing is for the adoption of, as mentioned, amendment number 1 of the annual action plan to reallocate CDBG funds and to repurpose it for changes in priorities. To ensure full compliance with HUD regulations, it's required that we expend these funds by 2026. And Public Works team thankfully has projects or existing projects in 2026 for city sidewalks, curb and gutter repairs that can use these additional funds, as our previous project is not ready until 2027. This public comment period was posted since October 20th, 2025, and I am available to receive any comments.
Do I have any questions or comments from council? No? Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that's here to speak for or against this item? Being that there is no one here to speak for or against, the public hearing is now closed for public comments. Do I have a motion on this item from anyone up
I'll
here?
go to motion, Madam Mayor.
What is your motion, sir? Do I have a second? That was Councilmember Lozano. A second? Second?
I'll second.
Okay, roll call.
We have a motion to adopt item number 12, moved by Councilmember Lozano, second by Councilmember Ayala. Councilmember Ayala.
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada.
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian.
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now we are moving to item number 13, report of officers. And this is to select and approve the downtown light pole banner design. That's Manny.
Yes, Mayor, I will take the lead on this one, and I will also have our Director of Recreation Community Services, Maria Moreno, assist as well. I will start this off, and we still have some additional opportunities to place banners throughout the city. And David, if you could please bring up, or Charles, bring up the presentation, please. Once again, City Council received a hard copy, and our new banner program is up. Next slide, please. Okay, can you go back one, David or Charles? Okay, go forward one more. And I will turn it over to Maria, and she will discuss the papel picado one.
Honorable Madam Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, and City Council members, in front of you, well, before you, if selected, design tonight, the banner series will be installed along Ramona Boulevard between La Rica and Downing Avenue. Each installation will consist of 2 double-sided banners displayed side by side with the light pole between them. The design you see on this slide is inspired by the vibrant papel picado street banner art piece across the Ramona Boulevard. Each papel picado banner features the city seal and proudly highlights Baldwin Park as hub of the San Gabriel Valley. Banners are presented in magenta, navy, green, teal, and orange colors. Each color variation will feature a unique message, which will be welcome, explore, enjoy, discover, and celebrate. Collectively, these banners showcase the city's vibrant spirit, strong sense of community pride. Next, please. And now I'll turn it over to CEO Manuel Carrillo.
Thank you very much. And this is which we call the banner series. And this is a double-sided banner. These banners would be proposed on Ramona Boulevard. And it's a upgrade or a improvement, at least we perceive it as an improvement from the existing banners. So they are themed welcome, explore, enjoy, discover, and celebrate. And they're very vibrant, and we call them the branding. And the colors are self-explanatory, and they complement the city logo. So that is our double-sided. And David, next slide, please. And for some reason, the 70th was left off the presentation, but we have all of them up there. So if council desires, we have the ability to post these banners throughout the community. Although before we get to that point, if council wishes, we would need to select a 70th anniversary banner for the community. So we have three options, option A, B, and C. Over the years, we have created and earned awards similar to the ones on that table for the 50th year anniversary, as well as the 60th year anniversary. So with that being said, we've crafted some logos for the 70th. If council would like to select one or make any adjustments, modifications, we would definitely reformat it to a banner size.
Madam Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I think B's nice. C, I'm looking at C. C just, I think it just, yeah, it's too much and it really doesn't,
Where would
it takes away from the 70.
These would
Nice too.
these would go on. I think I have Maria will elaborate on that.
Yes, we could add to the light pole banners. I know that we showed a double option, but they could be single banner, the light poles. So they could go in between whichever design is selected. Just for the first year, you could also add it to letterhead or emails, just to brand flyers, social media, just to add it throughout the year.
So I have a question.
Yes.
And I think I'm a little confused here. So are we selecting one of these three designs, the Papel Picado 7th anniversary and the branding, or are we picking one of each?
I think it's safe to say we can pick two.
We would
designs.
select a 70th anniversary logo. And then on the other two options, the Papel Picado or the branding, we would select one of those two.
Okay, so we're selecting one of the 70th anniversary.
Yes.
And between Papel Picado and the city branding.
Yes. Okay. And please keep in mind the Papel Picado and the city branding are double-sided. The 70th is a single pole, and the other two are double-sided.
Okay, so for what's gonna be up there year round until they deteriorate,
Yes.
right? I would definitely go with the branding. Papel Picado to me seems something that we're gonna have at the Zócalo or when it's Cinco de Mayo. I don't see this being up there year round. It's not.
Read it.
Yeah, so for me, the branding, that one's spot on. It's got our city colors. I think that one would be one.
Which one?
No, the branding, the one, the Baldwin Park. Because Papel Picado to be up there year round doesn't make sense. To me, it's something that you would have up there if you're celebrating Cinco de Mayo or Mexican Independence Day or something like that. But to have it up year round, it's too much. The 7th anniversary one, I don't know. It just seems a little too colorful for me. Is there a reason why we have all those colors?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Well, I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to B, and I think that CEO Carrillo alluded to the fact that it was kind of with our 50th and our 60th color palette. So I kind of like the B only because I think the others are just too much, and we don't need 70th like written out like an A. So
Yeah.
see, there's thank you. There's the 60th right there, kind of with
Yeah.
that color palette.
That's the 60th. The color scheme was inspired by the 60th as well as the 50th.
Thank you, Vanna.
So was there a reason why we keep going with the same colors, 50th, 60th, 70th?
No, we could definitely bring this back for a subsequent city council meeting. If you just
I don't
want
know if
to,
there's a meaning behind the colors. I don't know.
no, there's no specific meaning behind the colors. They're vibrant.
A little too vibrant, no?
stand out. Yeah. Keep in mind, they probably will fade. Yeah.
I agree. I don't understand why it's very colorful. I don't like, and then we're celebrating Baldwin Park 70th anniversary, but there's nothing here that resonates with Baldwin Park history, culture, like, I mean, there's a big circle. I think we can incorporate at the very least the hub in a modern way if it's not exactly the hub itself.
Make the
Or
city
we
look
can incorporate something that, if we're celebrating Baldwin Park history, I think the logo should reflect Baldwin Park. Right? I mean, there's multiple Baldwin Parks in the United States, so we want to make sure that everybody's aware that we're celebrating Baldwin Park, California, right? Not Baldwin Park, Florida. But I mean, if we're celebrating, I think that it's a moment to highlight culture, history, the city itself.
So with that being said, does city council have a appetite for us to bring this back, or we should just focus on the branding and the hometown hero?
If you do the 70th anniversary, where do you plan on putting them?
We will find a spot on Ramona Boulevard, and there's a section that Anthony or Maria have the specific street names.
For that year, couldn't you do alternate like 170th, once we pick one that we like, 170th, one branding, 70th branding, 70th?
You could, yes, Mayor, you could do the 5 branding, for example, if that's the design that you choose, and then you could add a 70th, or you could go like every 2 or every other, whatever sequence you would prefer.
For that 1 year, and then
Yes.
take them off. But I would like Councilmember Estrada, something that represents Baldwin Park added to it. I don't know what, you guys are the smart ones here,
Sure.
the designers.
I mean, from these 3 options, I think I'd have to go with option B, but if you can bring us back some other options with,
A design.
I don't know, just
like
and
something that
some
stands for
different
Baldwin.
colors.
A
where-
connection to Baldwin Park and some sort of
Maybe in the background, one of the old pictures from back prior to the city being
Something,
incorporated,
yeah,
something like
just, yeah, where it's not, I don't know, I just think that there's too many colors going on, and I don't see the meaning behind it, if there was a meaning.
Sure.
And then the fact that we've already had it for 60 and 50, I don't know, maybe turn it up a little bit.
So let's look back at 70 years ago. What was something that stood out in Baldwin Park 70 years ago that we can put on that banner? Like
1956, put a 56 Chevrolet Impala or something. Oh, Bel Air, excuse me, Bel Air.
So, yeah, if we can get more ideas.
Okay, we have our marching orders. We would try to bring something back for the next city council meeting, if not the subsequent city
I
council
think it's
meeting.
also worth considering, if you're gonna do 1-on-1, then you might want to have it line up with the branding itself. Right? Because you don't want to have
Sure.
different looking
Mhm.
banners side by side. And then it's just not gonna
Right,
be
something that represents a city.
visibly.
So is the council gonna go with the branding
That sounds good.
versus the papel picado?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
Papel Picado's too busy.
yeah. So do you need direction, just
Yes, we need
Motion.
a motion.
a motion for the branding
And bring back the 70.
and then bring back the 70th?
A second.
Makes sense.
I just want to confirm the motion is the motion to adopt the branding and table the discussion on the 70th, or what exactly is the motion?
We are going
Bring another design for the 70th.
Yeah. Sorry, before we vote, I just wanted to ask, is there, when you bring back any other designs, especially for the 70th, is there a kind of map that you can show us, like where along the banners go? Because I know I don't think Ramona has any banners usually, does it? Well, I know Baldwin Park does, but I think there's also other areas where we could have banners, like
Down Main Street.
along the freeway exit, or the freeway, the bridge before Kaiser, I think is open, right?
Sure,
There's-
that's an excellent idea. We will plot a map with all of the proposed banners.
Council members, may I? I believe the ones on Baldwin Park Boulevard, those are designated for the hometown heroes.
Yes.
So these particular ones are just for the downtown, which is from La Rica to Downing on Ramona Boulevard.
Yeah, so I'm not saying take away from the hometown heroes. I'm saying there's certain areas where we don't place banners that could be, where we could place banners that kind of welcome people into the city, right? It's just something to think about.
Can we start the banners at the beginning of Baldwin Park, which is over there off of Puente where Baldwin Park High School is, all along Ramona, all the way to the freeway, and then down Main Avenue, from Ramona down Main past Clark.
How much additional would it cost for that? Because right now you're budgeted for just Larica to.
Yes, I think at this point we will huddle as a team and come up with a plot plan and reevaluate the budget. We are taking these funds from street signs. So Anthony's probably thinking, oh, all my money is going to disappear. But we will go ahead and weigh the pros and cons.
Yes, street
Okay.
signs are very important. Yes, huddle and then come up with a plan.
So we'll make
So
a
we're-
motion for Manny to huddle.
I need a huddle, but we're still picking the branding.
Branding, yes.
Correct, and bringing back the 70th with the different design and a huddle.
So we have a motion to adopt item number 13, adopt branding and bring back 70th anniversary future meeting. Motion made by Mayor Pro Tem Damian, second by Councilmember Ayala. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to City Council acting as the successor agency of the dissolved Community Development Commission, item number 14. Successor agency to the dissolved Community Development Commission of the City of Baldwin Park, warrants and demands. Treasurer's report. Yeah, that's it on that one. Do I have a motion?
I'll go to motion.
Second.
Second.
Right.
So we have a motion to adopt SA 14, SA 15, motion made by Councilmember Lozano, second made by Councilmember Ayala. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Item number 15, Treasurer's Report, SA September 2025. It is recommended that the board receive and file the Treasurer's Report for September 2025. Do I have a motion?
Madam Mayor,
Yes, sir.
make a motion.
Thank you.
Second.
We have a motion to adopt FA 16, motion made by Councilmember Lozano, second made by Councilmember Ayala. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Estrada?
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian.
Yes.
Mayor Avila. Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Item number 16, Finance Authority Treasury Report FA September 2025. It is recommended the board receive and file the Treasurer's Report September 2025. Do I hear a motion?
Madam Mayor,
Yes, sir.
move.
Do I have a
Second.
We have a motion to adopt HA 17, HA 18, motion made by Councilmember Lozano, second made by Councilmember Ayala. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Housing Authority, item number 17, Baldwin Park Housing Authority warrants and demands. It is recommended that the board ratify and the attached warrants and demands register. I hear motion.
Madam
Probably
Mayor.
take this together with item 18 if.
And
you
let's do
want.
item
Oh,
18.
good.
Treasurer Report HA September 2025. They're combined, number 17 and 18. Do I hear any motion? Do
Make motion.
Madam Mayor, oh, go ahead.
I hear a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor, I think we have already voted on this. We have a vote on SA 14 and 15. We have a vote on FA 16. We have a vote on HA 17 and 18.
That's the one
No, we don't have a vote on 17, 18 yet.
we just did 17 and 18, and we have a motion on it. We haven't done roll call on it.
So Mayor, on 17, 18, the Housing Authority,
Yes.
I'm going to abstain from this item. After reviewing the check register, I noticed that my office landlord was on that check register. So I'm going to go ahead and abstain from this item.
For which one?
For 17 and 18, the Housing
17 and
Authority.
18, okay. So the motion was by who? I'm sorry.
Seconded.
Yes, I second, Ms. Estrada.
Oh,
Okay.
Manuel.
Can I have roll call?
It was seconded by Councilmember Estrada.
It was motion by
Roll call.
Estrada, it was second by
second.
Lozano, please. Thank you. Sorry for the confusion.
We have a motion to adopt HA 17, HA 18, motion made by Councilmember Estrada, second by Councilmember Lozano. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada, Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian. Okay.
Jane?
I am.
Avila.
Yes,
Motion carries 401.
thank you. Baldwin Park Charitable Relief Foundation, item number 19, adoption of resolution with the Board of Directors for Navidad en el Barrio Incorporated Christmas campaign entitled Resolution of the Board of Directors Program Year 2025. Have motion?
I'll go ahead and
Mo-
move it.
I'll second.
We have a motion to adopt item number 19, moved by Councilmember Lozano, second by Mayor Pro Tem Damian. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian.
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Thank you, yes.
A motion carries 5-0.
We have come to the end of our agenda under City Council, City Clerk Treasurer, staff requests or communications. Before we adjourn, does anybody want to add anything to that?
Mayor,
Uh,
I do have an item that I'd like to request.
Yes, sir.
With council consensus, I would like to request a full update and status report on the Habitat projects. In specific, the Torch Street project. I would like that staff report to include an update on the projects that were proposed, such as 8 units for acquisition rehab home renovations, 4 units for ADUs garage conversions, 13 units for critical repair owner occupied rehabilitation, 1 unit for owner occupied rehabilitation for a senior veteran, the 12 units at Torch Street and the 16 units at Stewart Avenue. I would like to know how many of these projects have been completed to date and what the amounts spent on these were. I do have concerns because I know from the ADUs that I'm aware of, only 1 has been completed. I believe we've been working with Habitat since back in 2021. And according to their own press release dated February 17th, 2022, it stated, and I will quote, later this year, SGB Habitat will begin construction of a 12-home project on Torch Street. This is going back to 2022. We're now going to 2026, and I don't see any movement at all. I know that they were here in April to give us an update.
Mhm.
And they said that the design for Torch Street was already in review with the city. And there is no design in review. There's only been conceptuals that have only been shared. So I would like the staff report, Manny, if we can get a full update on all of the projects,
Yes, sir.
including which ones have been completed, and the amounts spent. If I can get that with council consensus for the next council meeting of December 3rd.
Can we actually have Habitat here?
Absolutely.
I think it would be best for us to first address the staff report and then maybe invite them after we have an update from city staff.
That's fine.
And then if we have questions for Habitat, we can bring them at the beginning of the year.
Mhm.
And this way, it'll give us enough time to figure out what's going on internally and then what our procedures are gonna be moving forward.
Mhm.
Can I have
Very
some consensus on
Very
that?
good.
Yes.
And that's for December 3rd, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else?
Mayor, I'm sorry, did you have
Wait,
something to say?
wait, go ahead, Shirley.
For the staff report? Okay, so how does the 17th look?
I think the 17th
Okay.
will work fine, but that is going to be the council reorganization as well.
Are we gonna have business that day, though?
We will have some business. We will try to keep it light.
Okay.
We just do it the first meeting in January,
We're
give
not-
staff more time.
Are we here the first week of January?
No, the
I
second
think we
week,
are.
sorry.
Yeah, I think that's pushing it.
It gives them more time to prepare the reports and make sure they have accurate, up-to-date information because it is the holidays.
Why don't we do this? I'm gonna request it for the December 17th meeting. I will contact Manny and Shirley tomorrow and see if we can squeeze it into the 17th. And if not, then we'll push it to the second meeting of January. Because I think this is a pressing issue that we need to address now.
I agree.
Perfect. So that's just my council consensus.
Okay,
And then lastly, I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I hope all of you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, all of our wonderful staff. Take some time off, enjoy with your families. And again, happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
Ms. Ayala.
Thank you. Did you have something to say? Thank you. I just want to take a quick moment to, first of all, acknowledge our wonderful staff, but also to highlight our Recreation and Community Service Department. I want to thank them because over the last 3 to 4 weeks, I've had the opportunity to, that's a very important to me. Their programs are very important to me. So I want to acknowledge our youth sports, working with the 3 to 4-year-olds, 5 to 6-year-olds, and the Itsy Bitsy and Mini. We awarded our basketball season award winners. I also want to acknowledge for our 30th annual judo tournament, which was hosted by our own Mojica Judo with Sensei Tony Mojica, a wonderful event, and I want to highlight them and acknowledge them. In addition, I want to acknowledge our youth sports with our elementary schools, where our staff at Recreation works tirelessly to really prepare those students. And it was a wonderful basketball season, a wonderful championship game between Getty's and my own Walnut School. And Getty's School was amazing winners, with the majority of the students on their team were girls, and they were fabulous. So I just want to give a shout out to Getty School. Also, I attended the 8th annual, along with our city clerk Science, our 8th annual Taekwondo International Championship here, which is coordinated with our own Bessie Escobar, and also our Umana Taekwondo tournament. And they highlighted and welcomed the male and female world champions from El Salvador here, and I want to acknowledge them for that. It was a wonderful event. And I want to take a moment to just acknowledge our CEO, Carrillo, and all of the E-team. I want to thank each and every one of you for being great hosts for 79 kindergartners from Walnut School, where they were able to participate in arts and crafts. They were able to see our beautiful display in the Art Center for Dia de los Muertos. They were able to see the historical museum, and then they were able to come here to the chamber, where they were hosted by our own E-team. And I want to thank each and every one of you for spending your Thursday with my students. They really enjoyed it, and they were very appreciative, and they loved the bus ride. So I too want to just say in closing, thank you for everyone here in our city, in our staff, and I want to wish everybody a wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and family and those that you hold dear. So thank you.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Mayor,
Go ahead.
just wanted to ask, I'd like to start giving direction. Now that we've talked about rezoning every so often, and so there is now technical assistance dollars from the La Casa Fund, or at the COG level. So, I know that we're talking about that with the school district. I'd like to start, I'd like to have staff start exploring those funds with the COG as well, to understand, what's possible with those funds, and if that's something that we can start exploring as general.
Madam Mayor, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you. I just, I have a staff request. If you can talk to Caltrans or see if there's something that can be done at the Ramona exit. If you're familiar with the Ramona exit, it always looks horrible. There's always trash. I want to see, it's actually a walkway for people to just go in there and live. If they can plant trees or brush or something to block the whole area, make it look nice and clean, because it's always very dirty in that area. And I think it's a problem that we have constantly. And also to check on all the exits from our freeways, because they are not being kept up by Caltrans. I know we are not allowed to go in there. However, they should be responding and making sure that our exits are clean, especially the Ramona exit on both sides, the north and the south exits, please. But specifically the one going north, that exit is horrible. Want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, everybody. A blessed day for your families, your friends. Enjoy yourselves. Make sure you eat a lot, because I will, and make sure you get some rest as well. Have a wonderful evening.
Mayor, if I may, just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And likewise, as my colleagues mentioned, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Please enjoy your time off, enjoy your families, and stay warm because it's going to rain again. Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you.